And one of my prerogatives was to identify one group to perform at the presidential inauguration. So I drove down to Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee, and they assembled the student body there. And I said, we don't know who the President of the United States will be, but we do know one thing, that the Lee University Singers will be singing at the inauguration of the President of the United States. And they did a terrific job. Everyone commented about it. There were 1 million people present who were watching. They spread out over the mall, and there were, millions more around the world. And I first became, I've known about Lee for a long time, but when I walked across Tennessee many years ago to be the governor, I stopped at Lee when it was then called Lee College, and I heard the music program there, and I invited a young woman, a student at Lee, to sing at my inauguration as governor in 1979. So this is a long history. You'll see in just a minute that the Lee University Singers are really good. I mean, they are terrific musicians, and they represent our country and our state and their community in a beautiful way. So I'm going to introduce them in just a minute, but let me introduce first, I have introduced them, but let me introduce first my colleague and great friend, Senator Bob Corker.
Thank you. Well, it's great to welcome everybody here, and thank you all for being here, especially the Lee Singers. It's not polite to be late for Tennessee Tuesday. I've had a few things this morning to deal with off campus, and I apologize to all, but as mayor of Chattanooga for a while, I always loved talking about how great it was to be on the suburbs of Bradley County the way we were. And we thank you so much. I had the opportunity so many times to hear all of you and the people who came before you, so we're delighted you're here today. And I'm really glad that Lamar has been able to find one thing good about being on the Rules Committee, because I can assure all of you who knows what he goes through on a daily basis, it's probably the only good thing about being on the Rules Committee. So we're glad that y'all were the beneficiary, and candidly our country was a beneficiary of being able to hear y'all that day. And I was so proud of you and all the people that we represent. Thank you. It's a privilege to weigh in. It's a privilege to serve on your behalf in Washington, and certainly a tremendous privilege to serve with Lamar Alexander, who's one of the, as Laura Loeffler Herzog said yesterday leaving, one of the great statesmen of our time. So thank you all. And Lamar, I sense you're getting ready to introduce again. Is that correct?
I think they should just go ahead.
Okay.
Why don't you?
This kid's been in final exam singing every night. We just came from Dallas, where they sang Sunday, and we flew to Baltimore, where we were last night. We're on our way to North Carolina where we'll be singing for the next 2 nights, South Carolina, Georgia, and I get to send them home by the 23rd. Their mothers are all mad at me. Nevertheless, we're singing a lot of Christmas
And
music.
there are a few voices out of a couple hundred? Or
These are the voices of Lee, the ones that you saw on the sing-off, the a cappella competition 3 years ago, and they were part of the festival choir. We have lots of choirs at Lee. We put them all together for the inauguration, making 200 voices. So it was these plus 180 more that were here for the inauguration. But these were the best, okay.
We the people, we the United States, in order to form a more perfect union.